Hello, one and all, and welcome to this edition of your award-winning Kingsport Chamber Zone. We are the show that is all about Kingsport and this great community that we call home. I am Laura Woods with Eastman. He's my good friend, co-host, and thankfully today not the cook of our meal, Bob Fegans with the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. And we are coming to you today from one of my favorite locations here in Kingsport. It is a great corporate citizen of Kingsport. It is a delicious place to come have lunch or dinner, and then we'll even bring the food to you through their catering service, Bob.
Absolutely.
You want to tell them where we are?
Absolutely. We are here at the very popular Texas Roadhouse here on Stone Drive, where thankfully they do have a lot of experienced cooks and wonderful cooks. The steaks are the best here, and the service is even better than that. So
hard to beat. That's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe, yes, because all the food is great here at Texas Roadhouse. We'll tell you all about this outstanding restaurant, how they can cater your next big party or event, and also how they give back so much to this community.
Speaking of big parties and events, we have one that's taking place in downtown Kingsport. It is backed by popular demand. It will be the second annual Downtown Kingsport Association Wine Festival. It was a sellout event last year, so they've even had to move the venue to accommodate all the people that they are expecting. 16 wineries from across Tennessee. It will have something to offer to you, not only from a wine perspective, but also from a food perspective and an art perspective as well. You'll want to check it out when Sherry Mosley is on our show to tell us all about it.
And a little later on your CZ, we'll tell you about an outstanding business leadership development series that your Kingsport Chamber is getting ready to unveil. It's sponsored by Carter Trent Funeral Homes, and it's the Dale Carnegie Step Up to Leadership series. We'll tell you all about it and how it can benefit your business managers.
So much going on.
Yes.
We want to make sure we give it all due time, but we also want this show to be really short because I'm ready to eat. So we're going to rush through all of our interviews. We're going to make sure you get the information that you need, and one of the ways we're doing that is to show you right now what's happening in Kingsport.
We're so pleased to be joined by our host for today's Kingsport Chamber Zone here at Texas Roadhouse. He is the managing partner here at this fabulous restaurant, a great friend and huge supporter of your Kingsport Chamber, David Batts. Thanks for hosting us today.
Very well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I always love coming here. We mentioned the open. This is one of the first few shows we really want to rush through so we can get to the lunch. So, because the food is fabulous here, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But first, just give us an overview of Texas Roadhouse.
Sure. We've been in Kingsport now for about 18 years, so we're a permanent fixture, I believe, at this point. Really involved in the community here in Kingsport. The menu at Texas Roadhouse is phenomenal. We do hand-cut steaks, off-bone ribs. We pride ourselves on legendary food and legendary service.
Well, it's something that you've lived up to because the restaurant's doing so well.
It is. It's doing really well. Our sales growth is year over year improved, which is a positive sign, and I believe that's through our community involvement. I think that has a lot to do with it. Plus, our food is great, so that's another big plus.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of that great food, let's start with your signature items, and which you see when you walk through the door in that wonderful display of all your delicious steaks. So highlight the steaks you offer here.
Yeah, sure. Well, like I said earlier, it's a hand-cut steaks. Corey's actually back in the meat room right now. At a chilly 33 degrees, cutting our steaks for us.
Don't say that too loudly because our producer will leave us and go hang out back there.
It is a nice, cool place to hang out. It's hard work, but the bone-in ribeye probably is one of our best steaks if you're a hearty guy and you really want something to eat. But we offer a 6-ounce fillet. We offer a pretty wide variety on our menu, but we're certainly known for our hand-cut steaks.
In addition to the steaks, though, I'll have to say, every time I come here, even though the steaks are really tempting, I love trying the other things on your menu. You have some great entrees besides the steaks.
We do. We're also known for our fall-off-the-bone ribs, and I would stack our ribs up against all the barbecue places for sure. We also have some different chicken items and salads, so you can go from light items to the heavy fall-off-the-bone ribs, and so there's a wide variety, and we make everything from scratch here at Texas Roadhouse, so that's a plus. You just don't find that a lot anymore. A lot of it's the microwaves and frozen products,
Right.
and we don't do that here. We make everything from scratch.
Now, in addition to the in-house dining options here at this wonderful restaurant, you also have catering options. So you can cater any size party. You cater your Kingsport Chambers Golf Scramble, which we
Yes.
greatly appreciate, both the lunch and the dinner. So talk about your catering options and what all you offer there.
Well, I tell you, we're not known as a catering restaurant simply because we don't go out and do a lot of for-profit catering. Most of our catering is focused towards our schools, our community, nonprofits, and groups that really can't afford to go out and spend a lot of money, or groups that are trying to raise money for a particular event, and then we can go out and bring some great food to an off-site premise. And we occasionally will do some for-profit catering, but the majority of our catering we do is, like we did John Sevier Band Banquet this year, and gave those guys a pretty good deal so they didn't have to spend all their money on food. They could focus on the kids and the instruments and that kind of stuff.
So in addition to the catering, though, people who come here to the restaurant will find that you just have an amazing staff here, just impeccable service, just such great crew making all of this happen. So can you talk just a little bit about them?
Sure. We have an awesome staff here at Texas Roadhouse. We have well below the industry standard when it comes to turnover, which is a way to measure, I think, how happy your staff is with their job. And to be well below an industry standard when it comes to turnover, to me, is something to be proud of. It really shows that our employees love their job, and when people love their job, they tend to give better service and tend to serve better food. So I think that is a plus for us.
That's great.
Well, Texas Roadhouse is known for its great food and also its great staff. But in addition to that, it's also known for giving back to the community. And you touched on that earlier. You are a great supporter of this community. You support a lot of causes, a lot of nonprofits. Talk about that philosophy for a minute, David. Why you all do that, and then highlight some of those causes and organizations you support.
Sure. I believe that being involved in the community is certainly a great business practice. I think it's more than a great business practice. It's kind of a responsibility for a successful business to be involved in the community. You see the same thing from Eastman and some of the other really big players in Kingsport, the community involvement. And we try to do our part to give back. We're certainly involved with all the local high schools, Dobbins Bennett, North, South. We even go to volunteer, help out with volunteer in Gate City. So a lot of several elementary schools we're also involved with. We're doing an event at the Kitchen of Hope, which is our community outreach kitchen in downtown Kingsport. And it's a wonderful event down there. It's the Nellie Valk Roberts is the one that heads that up and really getting it set up at the Kitchen of Hope. And also, if you ever wanted to come volunteer, they always need some help serving at the Kitchen of Hope. But the list is endless on the partnerships we do for charities. If there's local churches or local organizations that need help, please don't hesitate to seek us out. Call me. I'm at the restaurant several days a week, so love to help you.
Perfect segue into the next question, which is, where do people find you? How do they get in touch with you if they want more information about your menu, your catering options, anything like that?
Well, you can find everything on the website, which is texasroadhouse.com, and then just click on the Kingsport location. We're also on Facebook. Again, you do a Facebook search and click on the Kingsport location. The restaurant is, we open at 11 o'clock, and someone's always here to answer the phone. And you can ask for me, David Batts, and certainly we'll try to help your organization and love to have you at the restaurant to have dinner.
Well, David Batts, we love being here at Texas Roadhouse whenever you allow us to come in. So thank you so much for hosting us today. Thank you so much for everything that you have this restaurant do for our community. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, David.
No problem. I really appreciate what you guys do at the Chamber, and thanks for having us today.
Thank you.
I was happy to be here.
Yeah.
And when we come back on your CZ, we'll have a preview of the Downtown Kingsport Wine Festival. Welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone on location from Texas Roadhouse here on Stone Drive.
Now, there's some people out there who love wine. There's some people out there who just like to sample wine. Are wine aficionados. Wine lovers of all shapes and sizes, right? And do we have the event for you? And if you're not even a wine person, but you just want to hang out with like 1,000 of your closest friends, do
Yes.
we have the event for you? It is the second annual Downtown Kingsport Association Wine Festival, and here to tell us more about it is Sherry Mosley. Sherry, of course, is the executive director of DKA. Of all things fun going on downtown, really, I think we need a little bit more of a fun title for you besides just executive director of DKA.
I think I'm an event coordinator for downtown for
Perhaps,
sure.
perhaps we could roll with that
so,
too. We could
yeah.
roll with that too. There are a lot of great things going on, and we
Yes.
obviously want to talk about the wine festival. But first, why don't you just give our audience an overview of DKA itself?
Sure. DKA, we are a nonprofit organization that we partner with the merchants downtown. We do a lot of cooperative advertising with them to help extend their budget dollars. We also put on events like the one that we're talking about, but then we also recruit new businesses to come into the downtown. We're just kind of the pulse and the heartbeat of downtown. We do design, we do flower pots, hanging baskets, parklets, and we also just help strengthen the downtown businesses.
She's the cardiologist of downtown.
She is, and,
There you
that's
go.
a very strong heartbeat because the downtown's very vibrant, it's growing, you're doing a great job, and one of the great things you're doing is an event you launched last year,
Yes.
the Downtown Kingsport Wine Festival. It was such a huge hit that you're bringing it back again this year to the delight of many, many people. So tell us about this Downtown Kingsport Wine Festival.
So last year, like you said, we had 11 wineries from across the state of Tennessee. This year, we have 16 that have signed up so far.
great.
The wineries last year, if you've never had the chance to tour the wine the wine tour of
Right,
Tennessee, you're able to do that without leaving Kingsport this time.
Nice.
So
Nice.
come on down and see 16 wineries. They're going to be set up outside 2 great big circus tents on Main Street. And then we'll have vendors and arts and crafts and things like that. But you can come in and taste the wines, but then you can also purchase the ones that you enjoy.
Oh, great.
16 wineries, all from across the state of Tennessee. Highlight some of those for us, some of the ones you'll be featuring
So
this year.
we're going to have our very own local Reedy Creek Winery, of course, will be there. We're also going to have Stonehouse. We'll have Beans Creek, Watauga Lake, Goodwater is going to be there. There's 16 of them. I can't name all of them.
Too
but
many to name them all,
There
yes,
is,
uh-huh.
yes, but they're all delicious, and they're super excited to come. They were very, very pleased last year. They sold out of everything.
Oh, wow.
So come early
Yeah.
and buy a lot before it gets gone.
Absolutely. And you mentioned under these tents, in addition to the wine sampling that you can do, you said you're going to have some other vendors as well. So let's talk about the food vendors.
We are. So the food, there's going to be some food trucks and food vendors. We've got, it's called Giuseppe's 151. They're out of Knoxville, actually. They're very, very good, kind of a gourmet meal. Shabby Alley's is going to have chocolate dipped strawberries. We've got barbecue that'll be there, and some steaks and things like that. So.
And
there's
then
quite a
in
variety.
addition to food, you're going to have some entertainment too. So the artisans are going to be down there. You're going to have music going on as well.
Yes, so the Model City Groove School has got lots of musicians that's going to be like on every little corner doing some music. But then we're also going to have arts and crafts vendors. So you'll have, a lot of the arts and crafts vendors have a wine element to them. So this one craft vendor, they make what's called wine ears. So it's a kind of a wine wire that you wear around that you put your wine glass in so you can go around and do your tasting. That's just a sample, but there's lots of jewelry ones and things like that.
Great.
So a bit of everything.
A fun event. In addition to the sampling, you mentioned earlier that people can purchase wine. So
Right.
tell us about that. Can
So-
they purchase bottles, or in Laura's case, can she get those 3 or 4 cases that
She
she's
can.
been wanting? Yeah.
You really can.
The show takes
yes.
a lot out of me.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
One of my favorite wineries that's going to be there is called Arrington Vineyards, and they don't sell their wines in liquor stores. So you're going to be able to purchase those, and you can purchase them by the case.
Right.
So be sure that you do that, because we want them to come back each year. They don't charge us anything. They bring us their tastings.
Oh, wow.
So we want to support them and
Right.
be able to buy that. So I really encourage our viewers to do that.
And you mentioned the big crowd last year with all of the places selling out, and we're expecting another big crowd this year. And that's kind of one of the fun things about this too. I mean, obviously the wine and the vendors and everything is a great draw, but a chance just to hang out with your friends, right?
Well, and if they came last year, we had it indoors, and so because we outgrew that space, there was long lines last year, so we're not going to hopefully have the long lines this year. It will be under tent, so I know it's the middle of August, but it'll still be cool, so it won't be that bad.
Yes.
But get your tickets early, and please come and enjoy.
How much are the tickets, and where do they get them?
If you buy them now, they're $25. So you can save $5 because
That's a
after
deal.
August August 1st, it is a deal. It is a deal. So after August 1st, they're going to go up to $30.
Okay.
So if you want to save $5, go ahead and get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Now, Sherry, in addition to the wine festival, there's always a lot going on downtown, both
Yes,
in terms
there
of
is.
events and new businesses and restaurants coming to town. There's been a lot of news lately about all the growth and
Yes,
activity happening
yes.
in downtown. So talk
Yes.
about that for a moment.
So some of the new things that we've heard about this week is a new housing development that's going to take place on Sullivan Street. There's going to be a big apartment complex that's being built. So I'm super excited about that. Just seeing the renderings of the designs is quite fascinating.
Right.
So there's the housing element.
That's the upscale apartments, right?
Yes,
It's
it
attracting
is.
the young
Yes, it is.
professionals, yes.
Absolutely, yes. Very, very nice upscale. So you might want to check out the renderings to look at that. The second thing, we've got the Model City Tap Room that's going to be on deck. They're going to be located on Market Street. So they're hopefully will be up and open by the end of this month, I think. And then we also have a little boutique that's on Cherokee Street. It's right behind Kathy's Corner, and it's called the Dressy Owl. So,
Neat.
yeah.
So much great stuff going on downtown.
Yes,
So
yes,
if people
yes.
want to keep up with what's happening, they want to sign up for your newsletter,
Yes.
find out more information about your wine festival, where they do
Yes,
that.
they can do that through our website, www.downtownkingsport.org, or go to our Facebook page. They can sign up for the newsletters or anything happening downtown. And you don't have to be a member of our association to get our newsletter. Just sign up through the website or our Facebook page.
That's great.
So,
Well, Sherry Mosley with the Downtown Kingsport Association, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for all you're doing to help grow our downtown.
Thank
It's-
you so much.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We appreciate everything that the Chamber does as well. Y'all are great partners.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sherry.
Okay, thanks.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to have information about an exciting new business management series coming to Kingsport right after this.
And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone, on location from Texas Roadhouse here on Stone Drive.
There are many cool things about the Kingsport Chamber, but one of the things that I love is that they are always offering workshops and seminars meant to help you out as a business leader. And the next one that's coming up by the Chamber is no different than that. It is the Dale Carnegie Step Up to Leadership Series. It's a wonderful idea, and it's being sponsored by Carter Trent Funeral Home. Here to tell us more about this great series and how business managers on any levels can benefit from it are Corey Johnson and Brent Warner. Corey, of course, is the Senior Account Executive of the Kingsport Chamber, a frequent Chamber Zone guest. We're glad to have you back, Corey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brent, he's a first-time inductee to the Kingsport Chamber Zone guest list.
And he's still smiling.
So far, I am. So far.
And Brent is the General Manager at Carter Trent Funeral Home. Brent, so good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for being here this morning.
Absolutely. So, Corey, before we talk about the leadership series, why don't you just share with us how the idea of this even came about?
Well, as you mentioned, Laura, professional development and seminars, workshops, anything that we can do at the Chamber to help our business owners and business professionals in the community grow and expand their business and improve their skills, we try to do. We've done the Dale Carnegie series in the past, so we really just wanted to bring that training back and offer that as an opportunity for both our Chamber members and other business professionals in the community.
That's great.
So tell us all about the Dale Carnegie Step Up to Leadership series we're getting ready to launch.
Well, this one is actually the beginning of a series we're going to carry on through spring of next year. So we'll kick it off on July the 29th, which is a Friday, and it will be with the one-day seminar, Step Up to Leadership. Participants of, like you said, managers of any level can come in and take advantage of this.
I know it.
Yeah.
Even at my level.
Yeah.
And I need it.
So it's really just focused on getting them over that hump of just managing people to really leading and inspiring them. So I think it'll be a great opportunity.
That's great. And Brent, of course, Carter Trent is a sponsor of this, which we're so appreciative of. But before we talk about that just a little bit, will you tell us a little bit about Carter Trent?
Yeah, Carter Trent, we take pride, obviously, in giving service to detail, and we take that the most important part of what we do. But more importantly, what we're trying to provide to our community is, times are changing, technology is changing, and we're proud to say that every life to us, we feel and believe, it matters, and we try to make sure that person's life and that has a story to share. And we're proud now to offer and be the only funeral home in the area, actually the only funeral home in the state of Tennessee, to offer the Share Life experience. And the Share Life experience that we're proud to offer is using multi-sensory technology, using sight, scent, and sound. and it's pretty amazing. If you might be a golfer, or we might.
He might be.
Might be.
Well,
I don't
that's still,
well,
that's still debatable. Yeah.
That might be in judgment, but you know, if you're a golfer, we can put up a screenshot of on a 20-foot screen, state-of-the-art technology with a projector of a golf course, and inside that we can do visualizations of that person playing golf.
Oh, wow.
And to take that next step a little bit further,
Right.
we can add scent to that, and we can have fresh cut grass to make it just feel like you're really there at the course.
Goodness.
And I know it's a very big difference from the traditional funeral,
Right.
Sure.
but we want people to do the funeral that they might want. We want to do more of a celebration, bring a
Sure.
remembrance. When people leave, they're happy going, oh my goodness, that was a wonderful experience, what we
Sure.
just witnessed there with that loved one. So we're very proud to offer that.
That's great.
Well, you have a great reputation for funeral service and the compassionate care you provide during families' time of need, but you also have a great reputation for giving back to the community. So you're sponsoring this event, which we're greatly appreciative of. So tell us why Carter Trent Funeral Homes decided to sponsor this leadership series.
The best way I could say that to you all and to the people would be, obviously Dale Carnegie's name and that course is synonymous for years of saying great leadership. And obviously we try to make sure that we're known as being great leaders and being attention to detail. We just thought it was the perfect fit.
Sure.
It's the perfect fit. It's a great group. It's great, even can help anyone in this future. And we just thought it was the perfect fit. And obviously with the chamber, might add just a little bit to that.
Well, and so Brent, if you had a friend and you were going to talk to that person about this leadership series, why would you recommend it to them, and what would you think that they'll gain from it?
It's the same I'm going to tell you that I've told our staff and our leaders. We have a location leader in Churchill and a location leader in Scott County. I think they're great, but I would like to see them get better.
Sure.
So even you might be a great manager, a great business leader, you might be a great operations personnel, but why not become even better? Why not become even excellent?
Right.
And this course can only make someone better. And I think if you make someone better, it's going to help not only that company, but the people under you, and also our community better.
Yeah. Great.
So Corey, people ought to sign up quickly because they're world famous, this leadership series. So what is the cost to attend the Step Up to Leadership series, and how can someone register?
Well, for our members, the cost is $199 for the one-day seminar, which is from 8:30 to 5. If you're a non-member, you can also sign up, and it's $225 for the non-members.
And as I mentioned in the opening, of course, this is one of the many benefits that people get from being part of the chamber. You all are always on the ball, reaching out to the community, adding things above and beyond what you would expect a typical chamber to do. So will you talk to our audience about the various membership benefits that you see and why somebody should join the chamber?
Oh, yeah. The Dale Carnegie series is just one of many professional development opportunities that we offer. You know, the Kingsport Office of Small Business Development and Entrepreneurship is a great resource at our chamber. They provide additional trainings, workshops, seminars, one-on-one consulting services to business owners. So that's one aspect. We also have a tremendous amount of networking events, over 150 every year if you count all the programs that operate out of our chamber. And then just the marketing and promotional opportunity. Being a member of a chamber is the most cost-effective way to get the word out about your business, your products, your services, and really just like Brent and Carter Trent are trying to do with this sponsorship, just really be a contributing member of our community.
Yeah, that's great. So Brent, if people want more information about Carter Trent, where do they get that?
Well, you could obviously go to our website, www.cartertrent.com or www.scottcountyfuneralhome.com.
Okay.
And then our main location number would be 423-245-4101.
Easy enough?
And Corey, if people want more information on the Dale Carnegie Step Up to Leadership series or the Kingsport Chamber, where can they find that?
Well, they can certainly go to our website as well, which is kingsportchamber.org. And there is a banner at the top of that website specifically for the Dale Carnegie Step Up to Leadership Seminar. And then you can also reach out directly to me at 423-392-8805.
Easy enough too. So great ways to reach both of them.
Absolutely. Well, Brent Warner with Carter Trent Funeral Homes and Corey Johnson with the Kingsport
Thank you.
Chamber, thanks for being here today. And
Thank you
thanks
for having
for all you're doing for this leadership series.
Thank you.
both.
Thank you for what you
And Brent and Corey, y'all need to stick around because lunch is on Bob when we come back right after this.
We've had another wonderful show today, but this may be the best part of it. You know why?
Because it's time to eat?
Because it's time to eat. We're that much closer to lunch. And at lunch here at Texas Roadhouse, the dinner here at Texas Roadhouse, anything you get here at Texas Roadhouse is always phenomenal. We want to thank David Batts and his wonderful team here at Texas Roadhouse for hosting us today. And as always, the great team at Spectrum Reach for producing your CZ.
We should feed them for putting
Yes.
up with us as many times as they have to put up with us.
That'd be a lot of meals.
It would. And to find out what's happening here in Kingsport, we encourage you to check us out here on your Kingsport Chamber Zone. You can also visit the Chamber. They are social creatures and would love for you to stop in and say hi. You can find them at 400 Clinchfield. You can follow them on Twitter. You can like them on Facebook, all sorts of different things. 392-8800 is the number that you can call, or kingsportchamber.org is where you will find them on the web.
And until our next visit together on your CZ, we are Bob and Laura remind you to please be loyal.
And buy local. Let's eat.
Let's go get a menu. Let's go.